guys, it's Sonia. It is Tarot Talk number 5. And today, get your tea and your tarot deck because we're going to be talking about reversals. Um, do you use them? How do you use them? When do you use them? Why do you use them? The whole idea of when you pull cards from your deck that they don't come out standing upright, but rather they're upside down. So that's what we're going to talk about today and cover. And I've got my tea. I look forward to this time of the day. I actually just sat here at the table and did shared some time and did a lovely reading with one of my customers. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's get some tea and we'll keep on at it. So you guys gave me some feedback yesterday. You told me that you really enjoyed doing the card pull and you enjoyed that type of video. So why don't we do that? It'll be like, just a little gift if you feel like you just need a word from the cards today. And we'll do it in the same manner as that we think about reversals when cards are upside down. So let's ask, you know what? This is what we'll do. Let me shuffle the cards. And the question I'm going to ask the cards right now is, where's your energy block? What is it that you need to focus and move beyond? Something that's holding you back right now, that if you wrap your brain around it and you do the work, that it's really going to propel you forward and just help you gain momentum that you're looking for in life, but something that's holding you back right now. Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle my cards here. These are oracle cards. We're going to talk tarot today, but I want to show you that you can, what I'm about to show you, talk to you about is something that you can do in oracle or you can do in tarot as well. Okay. I feel like the cards are shuffled. And so I'm just going to pull the top 3 cards, okay? The first card is going to be, if you are the key, write key below. And would you like to know the key message of something for you to work on today in your life from the cards, a message from the cards, okay? If you are a shell, write shell below. Know that your message is going to be below this shell at the end of the video. Something to look forward to and get a message. What is below that hard shell? What is it that you need to know and to focus on? Universal Mind says, lean into this, okay? This is going to be really beneficial to you. And the last one is we have the moon. So if you're looking for some clarity from the moon, something that the moon wants you to know. The moon, the big flashlight in the sky, where we shine it inward and we go, what can I do a better job at? Okay, so if you're looking for messages for growth today, pick either the key, the shell, or the moon, write it below, and don't waver on that, right? Use your intuition, whatever you feel drawn to first, that is going to be the correct card for you. So don't change your mind. What was your very first thought? Note it below, lock it in, and then I'm going to reveal that card for you today, okay? So reversals. This is when cards come out upside down. And so what do? Do you read the message then upside down? How are you supposed to treat it? Well, get ready. Much like, let's see, in the world of I'll use the example of a professional that you go through, whether it's a doctor or whatever, they all have their own bedside manner, right? They all have their own system. So, do you have to read cards upside down? No, you do not. You can actually flip them if you want. But cards that are reversed are typically in a reading, what they mean is something's blocked. That energy is not flowing as if the card was upright and what you know it to be. Rather, it's in reverse. Okay, so that can be a technique. Use that if you feel called to that. People will pull cards, however they come up, we read it. So if something's in reverse, okay, that's not working in your life. It's literally the opposite of whatever it might be on your card, right? Do you have to read reversals? Absolutely not. One of the mentors that I learned from in tarot was with Lori Cabot. She is the official witch of Salem. She is 92 years old and she is almost the age of the actual tarot cards, okay? These cards are over a century old. And she will tell you, and I believe when she says this, I absolutely agree with what she's saying after really getting to know my deck and all the symbolism that is in there, that there is enough challenging cards. There is enough cards that pose challenges, that show challenges, that you do not need to read cards upright unless you prefer to. It is totally up to you, and you just have to decide to make a decision with your deck, okay? Much like with every card as you go on, you will, as you learn tarot, by the way, tune in. We're talking tarot every single day here. We're about to go starting next week through all the different cards, but these for the last 5 days up till now, we've been covering kind of like the breakdown, how to understand your deck and where to start and what you need to know and the deck that you really should start with, right? So that's what we've been covering. Go back and you catch up onto all those. So today, reversals. Do I need to do reversals? Only if you want to, in the manner of reading them upside down, like we just talked about, and interpreting them as blockages. But I'm going to show you another way that you can also read to get the same information. The tarot cards upright present so much information that is going to be a personal choice. But I started to say how you have to make an agreement with however you read, you stick to that. Much like when you go through the cards and you begin to put yourself in the card and you really have a feeling from the card and you get a great deep understanding of that card. Once you have that inside, when that card comes up, you're going to know exactly what that means, right? So the same way in which you pull your cards and the spreads that you pull out, that is also something that is going to tell the story and how you keep with that. So if you do not want to read cards upside down, meaning that like here's the justice on the top of my deck, right? This card is upright. This is all about honesty. Literally upside down, dishonesty. Right there, okay? So that's an easy way to think of it, right? How it comes out. And you can read cards in this manner if you choose. I'm going to show you another way as well that I think is really important as a reader that you should know. You may not want to read cards upside down. Rather, you can also take the route of just asking really good questions. So if I have, if an upside down card is meant to show blockages of things that are not working, why don't I just ask my deck, hey, what's not working for me right now? And if the justice card comes out upright, but my question was, what are the areas of my life that I need to focus on right now? What's my block? What is my block? And if this card comes out with that question in mind, well, I'm not being totally honest with myself. I think I need to dig a little bit deeper and be honest with myself about the situation. So just by asking that question, does that make sense? That you're able to get the same information, but the important thing is the agreement of before you start pulling your cards. Am I going to get the information through my questions and through the placement of my spreads, or am I going to read my cards upside down the opposite way? And that will indicate to me that the energy is flipped. Does that make sense? Okay. So this card comes out right here, upright. All right. So we have got the 10 of Swords comes out. Boy, it's done. It is complete. There is nothing else that you can do at this point. Okay. This person is lying there. It's done. It is over. There's nothing else. Okay. When it comes up the other way, well, there's still life there, right? It's not all done just yet. This chapter is not completely closed. There is still an opening. There's still a path there. And so you start wanting to think about things like that. So if I were reading, and I didn't want to get into reversals and uprights, just with my cards alone, I could say, what is something that I need to work on right now that I am just doing a really bad job at? Okay, Universal Mind, shuffle my cards, and all of a sudden the Emperor comes out. All right. Well, that's going to tell me that if my question was, what am I not doing? I definitely need more boundaries, okay? Because this Emperor, look, he's wearing armor. Look at his throne that he sits on. Look at the mountain ranges in the back. If that doesn't say barriers and being protective and with that beard of wisdom, because he knows what's going down, right? So if this came up reversed, I'd know that I'm definitely not this person. Okay. That I have terrible boundaries right here if I read it that way upside down. But I could also ask the question, what is it that I'm not doing right now that I really need to do? Universe, tell me, help me in my situation, please. I would love to hear from you. And with that question, this comes out upright. I'm going to know that based on my question, I need better boundaries around myself. I'm not doing a great job of that. And then I'm going to have to reflect on that and go, yeah, I should have said no. I should have said no, but I just don't do that. Right. And so I need to work on that. And as a result, I feel like I'm giving too much, or I'm just not happy with the scenario. So the same thing as this card comes out right here. If I say, what's going to give me my biggest growth? what's my block, right? What's going to give me my biggest growth? And if this card comes out, then I know that what I need to do is I need to kind of pull the swords out of my heart, right? Make space for other things. Stop carrying around a load, literally, that makes me feel miserable. When you see the clouds there, I need to rise above that. And in order to do it, I got to pull that weight, the stuff that I've just kind of collected, and not wear them as badges of honor, but rather pull out those swords and rise above the clouds that's presented here right now. So hopefully that makes it clear to you. You can read reversals, or you can just ask very, very clear questions. So you might do a spread and you might say, for a clarifying question, what are the fears that lie below here? You might ask, why is it so hard for me to get over this? What is it within me that I need to work on myself? So whether the card is upside down or you just ask a very pointed, clear question, okay? What am I blocked in again? What am I not doing right now? What is it that I need to get better at doing? Well, I'm pretty closed off right now, aren't I? I'm sitting underneath this tree. I've got my arms folded literally over my heart chakra. My heart's closed off. I'm not even seeing other things, the other blessings that may be coming in around me. I'm focused so solely on the here and now of what's in front of me. And I'm doing a really bad job of just looking up and seeing what other things are around me and offers and opportunities and beautiful things that are coming around me because I just can't see them, right? Universe, what is it again that I'm blocked on that I need to get better at? What can serve me here that I'm just not doing right now? Friend, you need more spontaneity. Do you see that knight? Yesterday we talked about the knight, right? And we talked about the page, the knight, the queen, the king, and kind of where they are at different points of life. This one's all about movement. We talked about the page being the seed, the knight being the journey. So things are moving here. You need to move. And look, there's pyramids, right? Pyramids. Nothing says mystery like a little bit of pyramids right here. If you see that before you, this is the knight that literally he travels. He's so spontaneous. He definitely doesn't stay in his comfort zone, and he goes out and he gets out of his, like, literally out of wherever he is right now. He's going beyond that. He's moving beyond that. So this card came up for me and I asked, what's something I need to improve on right now? We are the greatest work in progress. It's going to be, get out of your comfort zone. When was the last time that maybe, I don't know, you change your view and you change your mind? Go take a trip. Allow yourself to go somewhere, whether it's a fixed thinking that you have, like, seriously, get outside of your box, go somewhere else, think about something else, move your body, go physically somewhere else, you know? Okay, magician upright. Wow, look at all the powers. Every single symbol on the tarot is on the table. You have it all within you and it's all around you at any given point. I stand in my power. Reversed, boy, you ain't standing in your power, right? You're upside down. Everything's falling off your table at this point. You just, you don't believe in yourself. You don't even see what's on the table anymore. You're hanging upside down. It's just, it doesn't have the same effect. Same way I can get that same reading is by saying, where should I put my focus? What is it? What's my block? Where is it that I need to improve? And if I pull the magician and I look at the magician, I go, wow, I got to recognize that the power is within me, right? I've got to take back my power. I got to pull it back and I got to have some faith in me. And like that spell, I gotta make sure in my brain I know that I'm the one that holds the power. This way I don't. This way I do. And when I ask the cards what my biggest issue is, and this comes out, again, it's the same way of getting to the same place. Type yes below if you know what I'm saying. So do you have to read the cards upside down? No, you do not. There's another way to get there, but it's going to be with your questioning and with your spread. And as we move forward, we're going to talk about questions and spreads. But before we get into that starting next week, I wanted to go over this with you so you can really do what feels best for you. Read the cards as they come out upside down, read them just with a line of questioning that leads to the same place. It's going to get you to the same place. It's going to be asking those questions. Universe, all right, what do I need to improve on? King of Queens comes out, or King of Cup comes out. We talked about this one. You know what? Just get a better handle on your feelings, right? Pretty much, boom. This comes out, whoa, you need more stability in your feelings. You need to really just, process them and just learn to sit with them. and feel more stable and not just let the things of life just hit you like waves and you're just rocking back and forth. You need to really gain stability over how you feel and the things that are around you that just makes you feel out of control. But the same question, universe, what should I do better at? Where do I have an area that I can work on into my life that's going to really help me in this situation as I move forward? Master your emotions. Don't let your feelings get the best of you, right? So you got what I'm saying. Two ways to do it. If anybody tells you one is better than the other, that is not true. It is the power. Take back your power. You are the magician. You are the reader, okay? And somebody's coming to you for a reading. You have your own systems to read the cards, but the most important thing is to make an agreement with your cards that you know how you're doing it, what it means, how to dig deeper, understanding the positives, the challenges, or the negatives, whatever you want to call it. We call it challenges though, right? Challenge, you can overcome anything. So yes, life poses challenges, but that is life. That is life, and that is what we can expect. But it's when we're centered that we're able to stay in more control, and we're gonna be able to stay on that throne that sits upon an ocean that just feels like this some days. Tell me if you're picking up what I'm laying down. And now for the big reveal. What do you need to work on? What do you need to work on? So this was the question that I posed to these cards as I pulled. So if you're just joining me, you've already decided right now whether you're the key to unlock something, unlock your potential. The shell, what lays beyond, your hardened shell. What do you need to go inward and look at on yourself right now, within yourself? And we have the moon providing clarity for something, for a breakthrough for you. So have you decided which one you are? I'm going to go through each of them. Make your solid pick. Use your intuition. Don't second guess your intuition. This is what you need today. Okay. We're going to start with the key first. The key. The first one is be humble. Be humbled. You're being humbled right now. Be humbled. We are all just a work in progress. We are all just a work in progress. We are all humans. Next one, the shell. Step up and lead. You're being called to something right now. You got an idea in your brain and you're holding back. Step up and lead. Do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. You're being called to step up. The world needs you, and what you have, give it, put it out there. In the moon, go deeper, sit with yourself, process it, and go deeper. You're already thinking about things. Take it even deeper. Take it, sit literally. It's interesting that this one's below the moon, because the moon, the flashlight in the sky, the light that goes inward, go deeper, think deeper right now. Sit with yourself, have a date with yourself, and really process why you do what you do, why you feel like you feel, and how you truly feel. Go way deeper than just surface. So there you go. There we go. All right, friends, I hope this was helpful. Tell me if you enjoyed our chat on reversals, and if you had a breakthrough or that meant something to you. I hope you've been enjoying this series. Be sure to watch them. We know that a lot of these platforms will delete these live videos, so I hope you get to see them, and I hope it makes a difference for you.